See this, if G comma star is a cyclic group with generator A, then A inverse is also a generator, which means if you find a generator and if it has an inverse in the group, definitely it will have an inverse. In case if it is not itself, if it has an inverse which is not the same element A, then even that element A inverse is also going to act as a generator. Okay, and the order of the generator is going to be equal to number of elements in the group. Order of the generator is going to be equal to order of the group. So you can see this example. We have already seen this anyway. I'll just show you one more time. So if you see 0, 1, 2, 3 with addition mod 4, this is a group and 1 is definitely a generator, right? We have already seen it. The reason is 1 power 1 is nothing but 1 and 1 power 2 is 2. See here, 1 power 2 means 1 plus 1 modulo 4, right? And then 1 power 3 is 1 plus 1 plus 1 and 1 power 4 is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? So definitely 1 is a generator. And now the inverse of 1 in this group is 3. So they are saying that A inverse will also be a generator. You can check it, right? So we have seen that 3 power 1 is 3 and 3 power 2, 3 plus 3, right, is 2 and 3 power 3 is 9, right? It is 1 and 3 power 4. I think 3 power 3 is let's see, 3 power 4 is 12, which is 0. Yeah. So see this point is satisfied. What does it mean? If A is a generator, then A inverse is also going to be a generator. Yes, it is true. And also see the second point, the order of the group, the order of the generator is equal to order of the group, which means if A is the 1 is the generator, then in order to get the identity element, you are raising it to the power 4, where power is 4. This 4 is nothing but order of the group. So a generator will always have its order as the order of the group, which means size of the group. Now here also 3 is the generator and we have to raise 3 to the power 4 in order to get the identity element. So I think you know what identity element is. In this case identity element is 0. In case of addition, identity element is 0, right? Now let's see one more example. Let's see S5 and 5. So S5 is set of all numbers, positive integers, which are relatively prime to 5. So what are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's say multiplication modulo 5. Again, this is also a group, right? Now what is the identity element here? Identity element is 1. So let's see what is going to be generator here. Here I have already seen it. Generator is going to be 2. One generator is going to be 2, right? So let's test it whether it is generator or not. 2 power 1 is 2 and 2 power 2 mod 5, right? So 2 power 2 mod 5 means you have to multiply 2 with 2 and then divide it with 5 and take the remainder. And 2 power 3 is actually 3. 2 power 3 means, I hope you are understanding what this means. 2 power 2 here, 2 power 2 is like this, right? So multiply this and take the result, divide with 5 and give the remainder. And 2 power 3 means like this, right, with respect to this operation. So it is going to be 8, and 8 when you divide with 5, the remainder is going to be 3. And then 2 power 4 is going to be 1 because it is 16, right? So now if you check it, it is definitely a generator because all the elements are generated. 1, 2, 3, 4 are generated. Now what is the inverse of 2 in this group with respect to this operation? It is 3, because if you take 2 into 3, then you are going to get the identity element 1. That is why inverse is 3. So according to the point number 1, if 2 is a generator, then its inverse, which is 3, also has to be a generator. Now just check this whether 3 is a generator or not. 3 power 1 is 3, 3 power 2 is 9, and 9 when you divide with 5, the remainder is going to be 4, and 3 power 3 is 27. and 27 when you divide with 5, the remainder is going to be 2, and 3 power 4 is 81. 81 when you divide with 5, the remainder is going to be 1, right? Therefore you got 1 2 3 4, all the elements you got it. Therefore 3 is also a generator. So if A is a generator, then A inverse is also going to be a generator. In this case 2 and 3 both are going to be generators. Now what about the order of the what about the second point, the order of the generators? So in this case, order of the generator 2 is 4, which is nothing but order of the group itself, right? Here also order of the generator 3 is 4, which is nothing but order of the group itself. So these 2 points will be valid for any cyclic group, and remember that these are valid only for cyclic group. It is not that always you have a generator. There might not be a generator at all. So we are talking about all this considering the cyclic group, not for normal groups. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%. But all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkey's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkey, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkey is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkey. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.